Good morning everyone and welcome to Omnis Eat, and I'm going to try to do a full week of eating today, or this week. I am on travel this week. I'm trying to get some good lighting and it's just not working, but I am on travel for work this week and I am staying in a hotel, which is where I'm at right now, and I'm going to try to do a full week of eating. Now, I have not been to the breakfast area downstairs yet. There is a like grab and go area for breakfast here, and this is the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. I'm not 100% sure what all is in the grab and go. So there is a Walmart about a quarter of a mile from here, and I decided to go ahead and I went there last night before calling it a night, and they actually had some Too Good yogurt, so I'm gonna have some of this. It's not really sweet enough for me, so I did get a little container here of liquid stevia, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that in. And then on top of that, I do usually like something in the yogurt. If you've seen it at home, I've been using Lolly's granola. I also have a couple of other granolas that I've gotten, or cereals that I've gotten that are low carb. I don't have any of that here. It's all special order stuff. So while I was at the Walmart, I actually found, you guys are probably gonna be like, oh my God, Jessica, really? The Lily's chocolate chips. These are the semi-sweet ones, and then they also had the milk chocolate and the dark chocolate. I only bought the semi-sweet and the milk chocolate because I have a couple of bags of the original dark chocolates at home. I don't know if the formula has changed or not from the original dark chocolate to the new packaging dark chocolate. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna add some of the semi-sweet baking chips. I'm gonna add one serving. One serving of that is 50 calories, 40 fat, 0 net carbs, and less than 1 protein. If you guys can see that, it is fiber and erythritol for the carbohydrates. So these are actually 0 net carbs. So the yogurt is 3 carbs, and then the stevia, of course, is 0 net carbs as well. So I'm gonna put a serving of the chocolate chips into the Too Good yogurt, a little bit of the stevia, give it a try, and that's what's gonna be my breakfast. If they have hard-boiled eggs downstairs, which I think they do, if they have hard-boiled eggs, I will grab that and I will let you see that as well. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and put this all together and show it to you, and then I will get on the road and let you know if I pick up anything from the grab and go downstairs. All right, I know the lighting is not perfect in here, but this is going to be my breakfast. Just some yogurt with some, Lily's semi-sweet chocolate chips. I am gonna be bringing this with me. This is a snack of some mixed nuts. They are almonds, macadamia nuts, and hazelnuts. And then I also have some beef jerky. Let me grab that real quick. So I have this Jack Link's Tender Cuts prime rib. This is actually 4 carbs. It's 4 carbs for 1 ounce, which is actually 3 slices. So I am gonna bring, I think I might only bring 2 of those with the nuts, and that'll be my snack later on today, because I'm not sure of my lunch options. But this is gonna be my breakfast. Again, I will let you know if I grab something downstairs, but I am gonna bring that snack. I just don't know what my lunch options are, because this is the first time I'm at this facility, this training center that I'm at this week. So I don't know what my lunch options are gonna be. So I'm bringing a snack, and that's a high calorie snack. It's 3 servings of the nuts. I have 1 serving of the almonds, 1 serving of macadamia, and 1 serving of hazelnuts. And then I'm probably just gonna bring 3, let's be honest. I'm gonna bring 3 of those is 1 serving. So I'm gonna bring that. That's not low calorie. That is a high calorie snack. So depending on what I get for lunch, that will hopefully tide me over, and then I'll know better for tomorrow. I did actually bring a plastic container, because if I can't find anything good close to the training center, which is about 10 minutes from me, like I said, the Walmart's right down the street. I'm gonna get a bagged salad, and I have a little container in there to put dressing in. So that is gonna be my alternative for later in the week, and I'll get like some protein and some fats, of course, to put in it. But all right, I'm gonna get to eating my breakfast. I have about 10 minutes before I have to get out of the door, and I will see you guys at lunchtime today. Okay, y'all, so as I suspected, the breakfast buffet, or the to-go breakfast, was carbs upon carbs upon carbs, as far as the eye could see. You could make waffles, you could have cereal, you could have granola. They did have some fruit, which I might get some fruit tomorrow. They have blueberries and strawberries. So I think what I'm gonna do is run back to Walmart tonight, I have 4 more mornings here, get 4 more yogurts, and then plan to get maybe some strawberries or some blueberries, something like that, from the breakfast each day to put into my yogurt rather than the chips, the chocolate chips. I enjoy chocolate chips, very much so, but the fruit's probably better, healthier for me. Anyway, the one thing that I could get, they had, I don't know if you guys can see that, hard-boiled eggs. I picked up 2 of them. Unfortunately, can you see that? There's 2 in there. Anyway, unfortunately, they didn't have any salt. I like salt on my hard-boiled eggs. I don't know if I'm the only person who likes that, but I like salt on my hard-boiled eggs. They didn't have any salt, so I'm gonna be eating them without salt. I also grabbed from home, my local grocery store had a special that you could get bottles of Pepsi and Coke. So I grabbed a 6-pack of Pepsi. I also grabbed a 6-pack of Diet Mountain Dew and Coke Zero as well, because you could mix and match. But I brought my 6-pack of Pepsis with me, so I'll be having that this week. And then I also have a large bottle of water. I will be refilling that throughout the day. I also have a water enhancer that I brought from home as well. This is the strawberry watermelon flavor. I brought orange tangerine and grape. So I brought this because water has a flavor. I don't know if you all would agree with me on that or not, but to me, water has a flavor, and I don't always like the flavor of the water that I come across. So I brought the water flavor so that I could make sure that I could drink the water. Sorry, right now I am pulling out my phone cord because I'm about to plug my phone into the car and get myself some directions to where I'm going. I know it's only a couple of miles from here. It's going to take me about 10 minutes, but I don't want to get lost. And I'm running out of time. It is 7:20, so I'm 5 minutes behind. So I gotta get going. I will see you all at lunchtime. All right, you guys, it is time for lunch, and I did find some place here at the training center to get some lunch. I'm sorry if it's really loud. I have the air conditioning on because it's hot outside today. I don't know this, I'm in a rental car, so I'm not, oh, got really loud. I'm not sure how hot it is. Again, my car tells me the temperature. This car doesn't seem to be doing that, so I'm not sure what the temperature is, but it's hot. Anyway, I found somewhere that I could get something for lunch. I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you, and I don't know, I'm not really excited about it, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. So here we go. It is a cheesesteak in a bowl. Let's go ahead and get that open. It is basically a cheesesteak with no bun. It's got some provolone cheese, some lettuce, some tomato, and they did actually put mayo on here, which sometimes when you order something without a bun, they won't put the mayo on. So like right back here is some mayo. So I'm actually really happy that they did put the mayo on, because that adds additional fat into this, which will up my fat for my lunch. I'm gonna go ahead, eat this for my lunch. I do have a fork and a knife that I'm going to eat this with. And I still have my nuts, my mixed nuts, and my jerky that I have not eaten yet. I already did plug that into my FitnessPal, and it is bringing up my carbs quite a bit. There it is, I got my 3 pieces of jerky and all my mixed nuts. So I still have that as a snack that I'll probably be snacking on later on today. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do for dinner. I am in a hotel where I have a microwave, a refrigerator, and like one of those, what are they called? It's convection burner things, because it's not really a burner. You have to have like specific pots and pans in order to cook on it. I'm right near an Aldi's, and I'm right near a Walmart, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna have for dinner. We will see when I get out of class later on today. It is, what time is it? 12:45. I have 20 minutes until class starts again, so I need to get back because it's in another building. It's like literally 2 minutes down the street, if that. I don't even think it's 2 minutes. It's like 30 seconds or a minute down the street. The biggest problem is that there's a stoplight between where I'm at and my training center that I'm going to today. So I'm gonna go ahead, get back to my class, eat. Oh, and then I filled up my water bottle again, and this one is orange tangerine. I'm not liking the flavor too much, but I'm gonna drink it because I bought the orange tangerine flavoring. So It's just water with orange tangerine. I might get a soda because this is warm. So I'm gonna put that in the refrigerator that's at the training center, and then I might get like a soda from the soda machine, like a Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi or something like that. We'll see, I don't know. But I will see you guys at dinner. All right, you guys, I am back in my hotel room. I've been running around quite a bit, buying a lot of food actually. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna have for dinner, and then I'm gonna show you my food haul that I picked up that's gonna give me breakfast and lunch for the next several days, the rest of the week in fact. So I'm probably not gonna be buying much different food. It's gonna be pretty much this for the next rest of the week. So I'm gonna be filming all of that, and I might just run it by really quickly with my macros because I'm gonna have a little bit of variation. But anyway, let me shut up. I'm gonna show you what I'm eating for dinner, and then I will show you what else I bought. All right, don't mind the bubbles in the sink. I just picked this up at Walmart and washed it, but I am eating Popeye's chicken. So I asked for blackened chicken. I ordered 3 meals, basically 15 chicken strips. They sent me, or they gave me way more than 15 chicken strips. So I'm gonna eat some of them, put some of them in this container and put them in the refrigerator. I'm gonna be eating them throughout the week. I also got 3 sides of green beans. I don't know if I can get that open one-handed. Yep. So 3 sides of green beans, 1, 2, 3, and actually the one order she said was kind of on the small side. I think just by picking it up, it looks like this one is actually not even fully filled. So I probably got about 2 orders of green beans, to be honest with you, but they gave me way more than 15 chicken strips. So this is gonna be my dinner tonight. I am gonna go ahead and, let me see if I have a wall here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up my macros for Monday all in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of these chicken strips in the refrigerator because I'm gonna be eating them throughout the week. And then I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then I will show you all of the food I purchased and all the food I'm gonna be eating the rest of the week while I'm here on travel. So I will see you in just a moment. All right, y'all, so I ended up eating about 7 chicken strips. I think I ended up getting like 20 chicken strips. So I ended up eating about 7. I had bought some glass containers at Walmart, which I'm of course gonna just take home and reuse at home, but I ended up putting chicken strips in these. I was gonna use these for something else I'll show you here in a second, but I ended up filling 2 of these with chicken strips. So those are gonna be eaten over the next few days. And again, there's like about 7 strips in each. So a little bit more than 1 serving if you're counting 5 as a serving. And then once I actually got the green beans all settled in, it was really only 2 orders of green beans. So, cause it's not even like this, it looks like it's full, but there's still like some space in here. It's just the way I have the lid put on it. So I ended up eating a whole serving of green beans. I'm gonna eat some dessert, I decided. So that's why you didn't see the macros beside my head when I told you I was gonna show you macros. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm gonna have for dessert. I'll show it to you then later. Picked up some of this organic stir peanut butter from, what is this? The Great Value brand, because the macros on this are fantastic. If it's gonna focus, there's only, I think, 1 net carb in per serving, right? 4 grams and then 3 fibers. There's only 1 net carb per serving, and that's 2 tablespoons. It's not low in calories though, not at all. And then I also found, I'm not sure if I told you guys this morning or not. I did because I ate some of these in my yogurt. I'm gonna put some of the Lily's baking chips. I actually went back to Walmart again and bought some more of the semi-sweet. They didn't have any more of the milk chocolate, so I left the refrigerator door open. So I bought more of the semi-sweet just to take home with me. But I'm gonna have a serving of peanut butter mixed in with some semi-sweet baking chips. And another thing I picked up was sugar-free heavy whipping cream. So I'm gonna have 1 serving of the peanut butter, 1 serving of the semi-sweet chips, and probably 1 serving of the milk chocolate as well, let's be honest. 2 servings of chocolate chips in with my serving of peanut butter, and 2 servings of the whipped cream. So now I will put my macros for today beside my head. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my haul of the food that I picked up for the rest of the week. In fact, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and turn the camera around and show it to you in the fridge because it's not gonna take more than a couple of seconds, really. It's not that much food. All right, so here's the inside of my fridge. I actually brought, I brought a 6-pack of Pepsi Zero bottles with me. I bought this sugar-free whipped cream, which I just showed you. I got some of the Marzetti chunky blue cheese salad dressing. I went to Aldi's and I got some Mexican style cheese. This is just a bottle that I keep refilling and using over and over again. And then the hotel gave me 2 bottles of water when I checked in. Here are the 2 glass containers with the chicken strips and my order of green beans. And then I got 4 of the 2 Good vanilla yogurts. That's what I'm going to be eating for the next couple of days for breakfast. And then I have 3 bags of this Italian salad. So, oh, I have a couple other things too. Hold on. This I picked up from Aldi's. This is ground turkey. Oh, can I get it out of the bag? This is ground turkey. It is 2 1/4 pounds of ground turkey. So that's what I was going to put in the glass containers, but that didn't work out. So that is everything that I purchased that's in the refrigerator. So let me turn the camera on and I'll show you the rest of the stuff. So I also like to season my ground turkey as I cook it. So I picked up an onion powder, a garlic powder, an Italian seasoning, which I like to put on the turkey when I cook it. I do like tomatoes in my salads, so I picked up some of these Angel Sweet grape tomatoes. Yeah, I like them. And then I picked up a package of the Mission Carb Bounce tortillas. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and cook up the turkey. And what I ended up doing, because I used those 2 glass containers, here, let me show you. They have this little skillet thingy here, and the pan works like it's like a magnet or whatever. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna use to cook up the turkey. And then I was gonna buy more glass containers, but I was like, that doesn't make any sense to like just buy a whole bunch of glass containers. So I bought some freezer bags, and you know, I'm trying to be a little bit less wasteful. These are gonna come home with me. Obviously, they're gonna come home with me. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook up the turkey, put it in there, and then as I eat the chicken, I'm gonna, you know, use the turkey. And then I think what I'm gonna do is make ground turkey quesadillas instead of chicken like you guys have seen. So I'm gonna cook the turkey up now. I might make a couple of quesadillas while I'm at it. And then I think I'll be ready for the whole week. Between the chicken, the turkey, the salads, well, the salads are gonna be for lunch. I might, and might is the key word there, might have to get something else for maybe a dinner, another dinner, because I have 3 more dinners here. I have 4 more breakfasts, 3 more lunches, and 3 more dinners. My last day, excuse me, on Friday, I will be traveling home at lunchtime, so I'm not sure what I'll get. I'll get something, I'm sure. I just don't know what I'm gonna get yet. So that is the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and cook up the turkey now and eat my dessert. I'm gonna eat that peanut butter and chocolate chip and whipped cream. So I will probably insert a picture of what that looks like when it's all said and done and all mixed up and together in yumminess right now. And I will see you guys tomorrow. morning. So I am halfway through my full week of eating. I did want to jump in here real quick because I wanted to address something that I felt was important to talk about. I am on travel for work. I told you that already. And I have been not real strict on my keto this week. My protein is up. My protein is actually really high, and my caloric intake is really high. Part of that is because I've been eating like chicken breast or chicken breast strips and turkey and that sort of thing. So that's absolutely making my protein a little bit higher. I feel like I've been doing pretty good with my carbs though, so I'm not so overtly worried about it. I am a little concerned about my calories being higher, but at different times throughout a month, I get hungrier or less hungry. A lot of it depends on medications that I'm taking. Right now I am taking a medication that does increase my my hunger. So hopefully by next week my hunger will be down a little bit, but this week, especially because I'm out of my routine, I'm not home, I'm not in my own kitchen, in my own house, it's a little bit harder for me to control everything that I'm eating. I do have a little kitchenette upstairs, but it's still not like a stovetop. My desire would be that I had a stovetop. I do have that little burner, but I haven't figured that out yet. If you guys have any tips for how to work one of those little convection stovetop things, let me know, because I burned that tortilla on, what day was it, Tuesday? Yeah, I messed that up. My protein's been high, I know that for sure. And my calories have been high, definitely for sure. Like, really high the last couple of days. But anyway, I wanted to jump in here real quick mid-video and just talk about that for a moment. If you guys have been noticing that my macros have been much more off than what they normally are. So, back to my full day of eating.